What is up, beautiful people? This is your girl Cam, and I am back with another video. Today I'm coming at you with my reading journal for 2020 and also for 2021. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome, welcome. I do hope you find some inspiration here and that you will consider hitting that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of the fun right here on this channel. If you're already a part of the fam, welcome back. So I'm going to show you today how I have my reading journal all set up inside my Bookish Happy Planner. And I'm also going to show you how I'm using it, and I might even give you a sneak peek at what I am reading this week. So if you want to see all of that, just stick around. Okay, so I bought this cover probably maybe a year ago, and I've just been repurposing it for different planners and for different reasons. So I love this cover. It's the nice classic black cover, and it does have the Happy Planner insignia on the back, and it does have the little gold clasp on the front. But let me show you how I have this set up for my reading journal for this year and next year. So let's get into it. All right, so let's see if I can get most of it in frame. So on the right hand side here, on the left hand side, sorry, on the left hand side I have this cute little notepad from Oso Paper Co. and this cute little bow that I actually made from a bow from Dollar Tree, believe it or not. This is a little girl's hair bow, and I just put it on a paper clip. So yeah, so all I did was attach this little girl's hair bow onto a paper clip, and it's not even super neat, but it serves the purpose of being cute, and it's just on a little gold paper clip there, and I just glued it down. So that is what is in this little side pocket, and I actually have this paper clip kind of holding this notepad down so it won't flip and flop everywhere. Okay, then I have two little sticker sheets that I pulled out of various Happy Planner sticker books, and I'll show you how I've been using these stickers once we get into the actual planner. So I have these two sticker sheets kind of tucked in this pocket in the front. Make it decorative but also functional. Then I also have this little planner cover. I think this was from the Vintage Botanicals or something like that, but I thought it was really cute, so I just tucked it in the side pocket over here. Now let's get into the actual planner. I think I'll take it out of this book just to make it a little bit easier. So this is a Gold Mining Cocoa cover, and I do have the teal discs on it, and I absolutely love this cover. It is so gorgeous. I mean, look at those girls. And so the quote on here says, "Stop acting so small. You are the universe in a static motion." And that is a quote from Rumi. And then on the back you have these beautiful florals, which I love. And on the inside you have these beautiful, this beautiful dot pattern, and that's on the front cover too, but it also has this little space where you can write, but I won't be writing on it. I don't like the dry erase effect, so I'll just leave it plain like it is. Okay, so that is the cover, and then let's go on in. So this is the Bookish Horizontal Planner by Happy Planner. I haven't even put my name there yet. I need to do that. So this one started on Monday, the 29th, and so we're fresh into this new planner. And don't you just love a brand new planner? It just makes your life, doesn't it? It just makes you so happy when you start using a brand new planner. So for this one, I've done a flip through of this before. So you have your yearly calendars up front, And I haven't really decided how I'm going to use this area because this is going to be a reading journal for me. So it's not necessarily a planner. I mean, I will plan out what books I'm going to read, but it's not a daily activities planner. It really is going to serve more as a journal for me. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use these sections yet, but I will come back and figure that out. But like I could write about my personal goals to read 50 books this year. I could definitely put that here. Career goals, I don't know if I really want to focus on that. I may find something else to put here for career goals, and then I just have a sticker from the Bookish sticker book that says read more books. Okay, then you've got your yearly calendars kind of vertically spread out across the page. Now for this, I could write down what books I'm reading every day. That could work here, or when I start a book and when I finish a book. That could be a way to use this section. And it goes all the way through 2021. I want to say through July. No, this goes through December of 2021. Okay, so cool. That's very cool. All right, so here we go into the actual planner. So for July, in this dashboard section, I'm going to write down the books that I read this month, and in this noted section I'm going to write down one of my favorite quotes from this month in this section. I think that's what I'm going to do each month. Either something about the author or one of my favorite quotes from one of the books. And of course I'll put my regular birthdays, or I could put another quote here, and that would give me space for two. I could put another quote in this section and one in this section because I got another place to document birthdays. Okay, so that could work. So let's get into how I am actually using this journal. So before this journal started, I was already reading. I'm way behind on my reading, y'all, but I'm gonna catch up, and I really want to talk to you about ways that you can catch up. For example, if you've set a goal for yourself to read 50 books, I really want to talk to you about ways that you can get that done, even if you're behind, even if you've started late, that you can still accomplish that goal. So before this planner started, before this journal started, I was already reading, and I wanted to come in and share some of my reviews from some of the books that I have been reading. So I decided to do a one page for each book. And the one page for me would have just a little bit of decoration around the border, and then some of those cute little hearts in whatever the color scheme is, and then information that I want to share with you about each book. So this is essentially my review. The notes from my review is what these pages are. Okay, so I've read The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates. These are my one-page notes for his book. I have listened to on Audible, and that is one tip for you if you want to get your 50 books or 100 books in for the year. Audible or audiobooks is a great way to go. So the second one that I got into this year was The AI Who Loved Me, which is by Alyssa Cole, and here's my one page for that. I also listened to An Extraordinary Union on audiobook, also by Alyssa Cole. I have not finished my notes for that. I have finished this book, but I have not finished my notes for it yet, so I'll come back and do that. I finally finished Becoming by Michelle Obama. I'm ashamed to tell you how long it took me to read that book. I'm ashamed. But I will say this in my defense, if there needs to be one. I'm not really a nonfiction reader. I love fiction. That's my zhuzh. That's what I like. But I was determined to read Michelle Obama's book, and it really is an excellent book. I won't give you my full review here now, but it's an excellent book, but I'm just not a nonfiction reader, and it took me forever to get through it. And I have several nonfiction books on my list of books to read. I've already ordered them on my list of books to read for this year. So I just got to put some prayer on it that I'll be able to knock those books out in a week. But I do have some tips on how I can keep my numbers up, even if it takes me 2 weeks to read a nonfiction. Okay, so let's get through this part, then I'll share my tips. So I finished reading Becoming by Michelle Obama, And then I'm currently reading another book, and I have not done the one page for that one yet, but I'm currently reading this book, The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abby Dare. When I say this book is good, this book is good. I mean, I was thinking about it all day, and I'm back at work. I do work from home, but I'm back at work. I was doing a training today, and I was thinking about this book all day. During my lunch break, I went out on my deck and I read it. It is very, very good. So that's what I'm reading now. So when I finish this book will get a one-pager just like the rest of my books that I've read for this year. Okay, so the next section that I have in this journal is my books ordered section. I am so excited about this. I love the way this turned out. So I have books ordered. I have this sticker from the Bookish Happy Planner sticker book that says the world was hers for the reading. This cute little bookstore. Is that not cute? So cute. And then I have this cute little girl here with her glasses on. Then I have the month in which I ordered these books, which was June. I have the name of the bookstore. I have the titles that I ordered, and I have when I ordered it, when it was shipped, and when it arrived. And so these books, because of COVID, they're coming in drips and drabs, but I'm still going to document when they shipped and when they arrived as close as I can. I love how this page turned out. It's so cute. So bright, so colorful, and a great way for me to keep up with what I'm ordering and keep track of my orders. Okay, so now that I've finished this kind of one note part, let's get into the actual journal. So this is a horizontal planner, and I'm going to be using the monthly section to write down when I start a book and when I finish it, or maybe even how many pages I read per day, although I'm documenting that somewhere else. So I may just document when I started the book and when I finished it here in this monthly calendar, just as a quick at-a-glance look. Or something else that I could do, I really could do this, is print out a little tiny picture of the cover of the book and just put, when I start, a picture of the cover of the book inside these squares. That would be really cute. And then to have a kind of overview of those book covers as I look through my planner. So I may do that. That just kind of dawned on me as I was talking to y'all. So ideas come and go, right? Ideas come and go. So for the actual planner section, what I am doing is each day when I finish reading, I write down the main events that happened in the book, the most important parts to me as the reader. So these are just my personal notes. And the reason I'm doing this is because sometimes I just simply forget what books are about. Like, I know I read it, but I cannot remember what the book was about. And I don't want to reread books. I'm not a person that likes to read books twice. But I think the only book I've ever read twice was my very favorite book in the whole wide world, which is Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. I read that twice, but I don't think I've ever read a novel twice other than that. So I don't want to read it again, but I do want to have notes that I can go back to and say, oh, okay, now I remember. Oh, okay, yeah, that brings it back to, okay, now that jars my memory. So that is what this section is for. Each night when I finish reading, I'm going to come in here and just write down 2 or 3 bullet points of the main things that happened and how many pages I read. Now, this is not necessarily what I will be sharing with you on this channel, because when I do my reviews, I don't want to share a lot of spoilers, because I really do want you to read the book. So I don't want to come in and spoil all the surprises and all the happenings in the book. These notes are really for me. The one-pagers up in the front are the notes that I will be sharing with you all when I do my book reviews. Okay, so that's the difference between these notes and the one here in my daily journal. These notes are for me. These notes are for you guys. So I can tell you the highlights of the book and give you my overall review. Okay, so now that we've finished that, and that's basically what I'm going to be doing. Oh, let me talk about decoration real quick. So I'm not going to be decorating this too much. So you won't see this planner too much on my channel. I mean, I may come and do a quick little flip through and show you that I am keeping up with it. But this is not a planner that I'm going to be heavily decorating. There is a section at the bottom of each page that says check-in. This is the part that I'm going to use my stickers on to decorate. And that really is it. If I happen to miss a day of reading or I happen to miss a day of journaling, I mean, I hope that I will go back and fill those in with the journaling, but if I don't, or if I didn't read one day, maybe I'll come in and decorate that particular day. But in order for me to reach my goal, I'm really going to have to read a lot. So the only part that will get decorated is this bottom section here. And that's pretty much how the planner goes. It's horizontal, which I absolutely love. The dividers are absolutely gorgeous. I have done a flip through of this before, so I'm not going to go through the whole planner with that. But what I do want to talk to you about before I leave is how you can keep up with your reading even if you fell behind for some reason. So let's talk about that for a second. So if you set a goal to read, let's say I set a goal to read 50 books this year, and I'm only up to book number 5 or 6. And we're halfway through the year and I'm only at book 5 or 6. But here is how you can keep up with your reading. Okay, one, you can listen to audiobooks. And this is not sponsored by Audible. I just know this to be true, that while you're doing laundry, while you're cooking, while you're folding clothes, while you're driving in the car, audiobooks is a great way to get more books in. So that's one tip for you, to read more books. The second one is you can read graphic novels of books. And I have one that just came in the mail today, and it is called Kindred, and this is my very first graphic novel, but it's a comic book, so it's super easy to read. Like, you could read this in an afternoon or in a day or in 2 days. Just get her done. And this is still a book that you have read. Another thing that you could do is you could read children's books. So graphic novels, audiobooks, children's books are ways for you to consume your whole goal of 50 books or 100 books by the end of the year, and just intersperse those books in between your regular novels. So that's what I'm going to do. I may spend 1 week reading nothing but children's books or nothing but graphic novels and catching up and building my numbers up so that I can get to my goal. Now, do you want to just read comic books all year? I mean, if that's your plan to read 100 comic books in 1 year, then that's your plan. If your plan is to read 100 children's books in 1 year, it's really up to you. It's up to you. Nobody is keeping score. Nobody is judging your choices in books that you read. It really is up to you. Now, for me, I love books that are about little black children, little black girls and little black boys. That is my joy, to read children's books like that. So let me show you one that I have. This is a collection of poems called Honey I Love by Eloise Greenfield. And I cannot wait to get into this. I think I read this years ago, so it'll be a reread for me. But I'm going to add this to my list of books I'm going to read this year. And I love to read books about families and children of color. That just brings me so much joy. So these are still books, and there's still books I'm going to add to my reading. These will not be the bulk of the books that I'm reading. I am going to read lots of novels, but just to get my numbers up and to help me catch up, because this year has just been so crazy, y'all. Can we just all admit that this year has been crazy, cray. So we got to play catch up. Okay, so those are some ways that you can catch up, and this is how I am using my journal, and I'm so excited to be starting this journal. I could not wait to start this journal. I'm just so excited about how it looks, how it's coming together, and I wanted to give you guys some ideas on how you can document your reading in your planner. If you have a planner and you're thinking, how can I use this planner? I don't need another planner, but I bought it. How can I use it? And you are an avid reader, this is a great way for you to use it as a journal, especially if it's a horizontal planner like this one. Okay, so I hope that that gave you some good ideas, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing a quick little flip through of my current reading journal and a little sneak peek at what I am reading right now and what I have coming up. So please give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of the fun right here on this channel. I hope you have a great week. I hope you're enjoying some good books and some good reading. And I hope your week is full of love, joy, and most of all, peace. I'll see you next time.